All right, so the First Descendant just dropped Hotfix 1.0.3. There's a lot of good stuff in here, and we're recording this live. So if you hear some crazy sounds popping off, it's because Twitch chat is doing Twitch chat things. Right on cue. Let's go over this. The First Descendant Hotfix 1.0.3. This is the Hotfix 1.0.3 patch carried out with the server maintenance on July 18th. So this patch hit yesterday. This is going live this morning. So if you've been playing the game on Thursday, this hotfix is there for you. This is a massive hotfix, though. I read through these a little bit earlier. There's some really good stuff in here, some really good quality of life things in here. So we're going to take a look. So UI, UX content improvements. They have an option that has been added to turn off other players' effects. It's like the projectile explosion. This is actually huge because I don't know if you guys have been playing with the launcher, you know what I mean? It's all over the place. It gets a little bit irritating. So in order to improve the visibility, the explosion effect and the duration of the vestigial organ have been reduced. So they have a director's comment here that says, as Glaze Infinite Launcher became popular, we took temporary measures to address an issue where the explosion effect was disrupting gameplay severely. I, for one, am super glad they fixed that. I know Twitch chat is too. We talked about this a little bit earlier. It was a problem, and it's really good to see them knocking these things out really quickly. I think, for one, the First Descendant has been doing a good job with these hot fixes and fixing stuff really quickly. It's been pretty awesome to me to watch. Hopefully they'll continue to do it. They have a system message has been added to make it easier to check the down but not out status of allies. So that's good. Reduce the research completion, visual effect, duration for materials frequently used in research. Thank goodness, chat. Thank goodness. You guys know that I complain about this all the time. Every time I go to research and I get one of those regular components out of research and we have to watch that goofy visual. Thank goodness they fixed that, bro. That's huge. Away from keyboard, AFK has been added to the player report menu. Okay, so what is this? So director's comment, we have been keeping a close eye on recent trends regarding AFK. This has been a major topic in the community lately. We agree that AFK hinders the gameplay for other players. However, we believe that a cautious approach is required in this matter. This is because AFK judgment mechanisms can sometimes be bypassed with simple shooting or moving actions, and the AFK kick system can be exploited for other purposes. First, we are trying to learn the patterns of AFK players with AFK reports. Through this, we plan to collect the information necessary to separate AFK players in matchmaking and preparing an appropriate measure in the future. We're considering ways to resolve AFK issues so that everyone can enjoy the game together, and we ask you to respect other players in the meantime. Bro, if you're AFKing out there in a mission, you probably want to stop because they're not afraid to throw the banhammer down. So you may want to not AFK while you're in the missions and do all of your stuff in Albion. I found myself sometimes, though, switching mods or having to delete a bunch of stuff to pick stuff up. And sometimes I'm a little worried I'm going to get reported, but it's like, you know, you got to do what you got to do, bro. If there's loot on the ground, I want to get that loot, so I got to destroy my stuff. The UI has been updated so that major rewards obtained from chain quests have already been cleared or checked in the quest list. Nice. A function has been added to view acquisition information directly from the target section of the library. They fixed an issue of scrolling to the top when moving from the target item library to the corresponding item list. They added firearm types and rounds types to the library weapons list. Very nice. And they fixed an issue where players who join the void reactor could use the reconstructing device even if there were no void shard after completing the mission. And then when completing a void fragment mission, obtaining 2 types of void shards, the amount obtained has increased by approximately 1.5 times. That's absolutely incredible. Thank goodness. Void fusion reactor mission tooltip has been updated to display the number of void shards. That's good. Added linked amorphous material to void fusion reactor mission tooltip, and void shard attribute will now be displayed on the map directly. Here's the director's comment, and this is pretty nice, I think. They discovered and fixed an issue where party members' abort mission system was being exploited to repeatedly play the void fusion reactor without consuming any shards. I had no idea that was a thing. I had no idea that was a thing. That's pretty crazy. While addressing this glitch, we also considered why players might resort to using it. So this right here tells me a lot about what they're doing, to be honest, because they're not just going through there and banning people. They're trying to figure out why people would be doing this in the first place and what they can do to make it better so that people don't try to abuse things. To me, that is the right mindset. And this sentence right here is very telling to me for like their thought process, their mindset whenever they fix things. And I'm here for it. I like that. We realized that the transition from shard farming to actual void fusion reactor missions was quite inconvenient and tedious. Therefore, we not only fixed the bug, but also increased the amount of void shards obtained and improved the farming process to make it more convenient. Huge. Please wait a little longer as we will significantly improve the fragment farming routes in the upcoming week 5 update scheduled for August 1st. Bro, that's absolutely incredible. That's going to be a massive patch coming August 1st, and I really can't wait. That's pretty sick. The dev team will continue to learn and grow from your player experiences. We will always listen to your valuable feedback and strive to provide a better gaming environment. Dope. The number of attached items that can be registered has been updated to 1,000 each weapon, reactors, and external components. All right, nice. That's pretty good too. This right here is amazing though. This is probably the biggest thing out of the patch, I would imagine. I don't know what's left, but this is probably the biggest thing out of the patch. This is huge. I love it. That's awesome. Descendants, Thrill Bomb and Lightning Emission with the Ultimate Bunny High Voltage module will now target nearby targets rather than random targets. Very nice. Allergy of Reconstructing Serum of Eugen now applies to Colossus as well. I don't really know what this is because I haven't played Eugen yet, but I'm glad they're fixing it. Ultimate Bunny Electric Charge High Voltage and Bunny Electric Condense sound effects have been changed. All right, cool. Just seems like they have a few little fixes here. Infiltration operations. You can now view mission results through the escape menu after completing an infiltration operation. This is very nice. I didn't know this was a thing until today while we were streaming. Somebody pointed this out to me. Super nice. You can also restart the mission from that same menu, which is dope. Very nice quality of life change. The time limit for destroying the Iron Heart has been removed in the Infiltration Operations Fortress Heart of the Fortress. The location of the supply droid in the Infiltration Operation Fortress Quarantine Zone has been moved to the battle zone, making it easier to supply bullets. All right, dope. So it sounds like here, these are just some nice little fixes they have. We're going to kind of skip down here to the bottom a little bit. The stack limit for consumable items has been increased from 1 million to 100 million. Whoa, okay. Updated some icon changes. The stack limit for consumable items. Jeez Louise. All right, director's comment. The First Descendant has been developed with deep affection and respect for various looter shooters. We take feedback regarding other similar games very seriously. Through this hotfix, we are trying to reflect this unique identity of the First Descendant. We will continue to improve the game for fans of this genre. So if you don't know, the reason they're talking about this and the reason they're updating some of the icons, because it was a big blow up on Twitter about how a lot of the icons in the First Descendant looked much like the icons in Destiny 2. So they seen that and they commented back on Twitter and said that they were going to make this change, which is nice to see them updating it here. So it does seem like they're listening and taking all this stuff into consideration and then changing it. I'm glad to see that they addressed this. It was a pretty crazy situation that happened on Twitter. It kind of really blew up and the devs didn't shy away from it. They looked at it and they said, bro, we got to change it. So pretty dope. Optimization improvements, fixed the memory leak that occurred intermittently between or in windowed mode. That's great. They fixed a few other things here for optimization improvements. So if you're having problems, maybe now that'll fix your stuff. They fixed a few bugs here in this section. Nothing noteworthy really. And then into the Descendants, they fixed an issue where Bunny's lightning emission was used even if there was no moving distance when rolling over a box or wall. So they have another comment here and they say that we love how Bunny runs fast, unleashes electric energy to take down her enemies. Bunny is a descendant who gains her power in proportion to the distance she travels. However, rolling around in a corner and using her skills was not what we expected from her, so we decided to fix this. I think that's probably a good decision. Additionally, we are detecting the use of various macros and unauthorized programs through our monitoring system, including the rolling in place macro. Bro, I didn't know. People are crazy. I didn't know any of this stuff was happening. I had no idea people were abusing this, but I mean, I guess it makes sense that someone would, but it's just crazy. We're currently taking action against macros and unauthorized programs and will continue to strive to create a more enjoyable gaming environment for everyone. Well, there you go, chat. There you go. There you go. Do not use macros and unauthorized third-party programs. You will get banned. You will get banned. They also fixed an issue where sound effect was not playing intermittently when landing on the floor with Kyle's superconductivity thrusters. I also don't have Kyle yet, so I'd like to get him. Fixed an issue where the charging motion was repeated with Kyle's repulsion dash. All right. And then for modules, they fixed an issue where the arc acceleration module did not increase the speed and distance of projectiles. Okay, so we're not going to read through all these. Those just look like a few small fixes to some modules there. If you're using some modules and having problems, you may want to read through this section and see. Here's another one. Here's another one with the director's comment. These are usually pretty good. So they fixed an issue where monsters would spawn even without an actual battle in the White Knight Gulch Fortress outskirts. Okay. I think a lot of people want this to happen though sometimes, right? I've seen people complaining that they would like to have the world filled out more without the battles going on. So this is interesting. The fortress outskirts have become a popular farming area with many monsters pouring in from the beginning of launch. We love the run and kill play and believe running, shooting, and bursting are fundamental aspects of a looter shooter. However, using the terrain to exploit and gather monsters without any action was not what we intended. If everyone simply stood around and hunted, the game's enjoyment would quickly diminish. Therefore, we decided to make a change. Okay, so we maintain the spawn rate by keeping the 4 Vulgus resource storages active simultaneously, but monsters will not increase when players are idle. Run, shoot, and create some explosions. Many more monsters will continue to appear. Okay, very interesting. I don't know, Chad, what do you guys think? Do you think that the world is a little too empty? I've seen that comment made a lot, where people wish that the world would fill out a little bit more, even whenever you're not running events or running an actual battle. They would like to see a lot more things happening. The more I've played this game, the more I kind of enjoy just going and starting the battle to get to the actual objective versus having to run through a bunch of ads and kill them. I don't know. I kind of like it that way, but I guess I can kind of see both parts. The world does feel a little empty until you start a mission, but I think that's how it's intended, though. I'm not sure, man. I kind of like it how it is, to be honest. Phil, they fixed an issue where code analyzer was intermittently required when working with the encrypted vault in the hard difficulty, and they fixed an issue where falling while using a grappling hook in certain section of the prologue caused you to spawn at the next location with the mission unfinished status. Okay. All right. A few other little small fixes. And then here's the very last note here. They fixed an issue where items were not collected when purchasing multiple items of the same product. Okay. So they have a director's additional comment. Thanks to the love and interest you have shown us, we feel the brimming energy of the community. Hotfix 1.0.3 includes many fixes, which we hope will improve your gaming experience. Recently, we saw a video in the community where the Colossus was defeated more quickly through module switching. If we had a bit more time, we would have liked to include a fix for this in Hotfix 1.0.3, but unfortunately didn't make it into this update. Wait, what do they mean? Module switching, like module switching while they're fighting the Colossus? The dev team does not want module switching to become another strategy. This method makes combat tedious and does not fit well with the run and gun playstyle. The dev team wants skills, weapons, modules, and external components to be part of the strategy. I like that. Yes, I like that. I would assume that's what they're referring to, as people were changing mods inside of the actual battle. We hope that I didn't think you could do that though while you're in combat, but I don't know. We hope that in-depth build research will progress, but strategies requiring inconvenient control are not what the development team aims for. Okay, that's good. That sounds really good. Last but not least, we're planning to skip this patch next week for the upcoming 5th week update on August 1. Please look forward to the new Descendant Luna and Ultimate Valby, new intercept battles, new ultimate weapons, modules, external components, and skins on August 1st. Boy, oh boy, do we have a whole lot of grinding to do before August 1st, chat. My goodness gracious. We are getting a massive patch on August 1st, so no other patch until August 1st. Yes, Miguel, let's go, dude. No other patch until August 1st, man. That's pretty crazy. So it's going to be a minute, but I think the August 1st patch is going to be massive. One thing I don't see here though is player-to-player trading, which hopefully they'll add pretty soon, because I know that's a huge requested feature. It's one that I want in the game really bad. But on August 1st, we're getting a massive patch. Very good, very good. That's going to do it for this one though, boys and girls. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you enjoy the First Descendant, enjoy First Descendant content, please make sure to like and subscribe. I'd appreciate that as well. Thank you, Twitch chat, for throwing up all of those emotes on screen. I don't know if that'll translate over to YouTube or not, but we'll see. Anyway, thank you guys. I appreciate it. That's gonna do it for this one. Thanks for watching the patch notes. Let me know what you think about these. I think the devs are doing a fantastic job patching the game and getting things improved very quickly. I hope they continue this cadence. Hopefully they will. We'll get a massive patch on August 1st. I think that's gonna be really telling for the game. I think the August 1st patch is gonna be huge for the game. I just hope they can maintain this momentum. No chat. I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys. That's the cue to get out of here. Hope you guys have a great one. We'll see you in the next one.